Welcome back to Castle Drang Lake, folks. It's time. It's time for a one-off video. That's right. Yeah, we'll summon Raziel. I don't even care what you look like, Raziel. I'll summon you. And Artorias, who looks like a rogue, will summon you too. Yeah, I'm just going to be honest with you. The very first time you come get that King's Ring, the very first thing you want to do is you want to come here. Elix, maybe? Man, you want to take a Estus, Raziel? Oh, I really shouldn't have summoned these guys. I forgot. I need Bernhardt for this. Whoops. Oh, God. Produce the symbol of the king. Yes. Gotta put the ring on. So let's wave at these chaps. So this is the very first thing you want to do once you get the King's Ring. You want to come down here and you want to go to this place. I kind of regret that I forgot about that, and I forgot Bernhardt. That if I want to do Bernhardt's quest, I need to summon him for this. But you know what? I don't really care. It's not that big a deal. Whoops. It's early in the morning. This is the 28th. Just as a heads up for those who like classic old school RPGs, a really cool old school RPG called, I think it's, well, what's the exact name? It's like Legends of Heroes Trails in the Sky, released on Steam today. And that is a very good old school JRPG. Very good. These guys are probably going to be disappointed because they're expecting to get to do all sorts of stuff. They're not going to get what they expect. So first things first, I'm switching my ring back out. So this, as I say, is the very first thing you want to do when you come here. Is you want to do this. When you get the Ring of the King, this is the first place you want to go. It's Throne Watcher and Throne Defender. I wonder what they're doing. They're defending a throne. And watching a throne, for that matter. It'd be nice if these two would actually assist me. Jesus, guys, can you get up here and help? God. I hate it when I have... That guy's not even doing anything. He's just standing there. What an idiot. Okay, I'm sorry I summoned Raziel. He's a retard. You know, guys, they have an interesting little mechanic in that they will res themselves if you don't kill them fast enough, so maybe you should get involved, Raziel. Oh man, we got lucky. We took way too long there. I'm not... Artorias, you did a great job despite looking like a hobo. Raziel, not so much. You were basically useless. But I got 2 sunlight medals for it, so that's nice. Now, they're probably disappointed because something can happen after that fight. But it didn't. Because various other conditions have not been met. Which is why I recommend coming here first once you get the King's Ring, because if you don't, if you do some other stuff before coming here, things can be different. That was a pretty sloppy execution on Throne Watcher, Throne Defender, but it's okay. I survived. But yeah, they didn't... Raziel, I mean, Artorias there did a great job. Raziel, I don't know what he was doing. He was just like sitting back doing nothing. Like he expected the mobs to just attack him for some unknown reason. And I'll admit I got a little sloppy there and almost got killed because I expected them to come up and get involved, and they didn't really do it. They set at range and didn't really get involved until it was, at least Raziel didn't do anything until it was like perfectly safe with no chance in hell of any danger. Be wary of duo, you ain't kidding. But yeah, that was Throne Watcher, Throne Defender. And that place in there is the location of what's called the Throne of Want. And that is the end game right there. That is the final location in the game. That is where you will fight the final boss. But you have to fulfill some circumstances first. And I haven't fulfilled those yet, so when I go there, all that's there is the Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender, who are there basically to defend the throne, to prevent anyone else from showing up and taking the throne. And as I said, fulfilling what the ultimate end goal of the game is, which is to become the new king of Drang Lake. That they're there to prevent that from happening, and so you got to fight them. Well, I just fought them and beat the papootie out of them, so tough for them. The way is now clear for someone to become the new king of Drang Lake. Horse. It's not really that funny, guys. Here. Why would you want to go here? Maybe there's some mob down there in New Game Plus. I don't know. In my version of the game, there ain't nobody there. But yeah, so you want to fight them, you want to beat them, because if you beat them now, it saves you some time and trouble later. And it's worth it to score those sweet 65,000 or so souls. I think it was 62,000 souls, actually. But anyway, that was a quick one-off video showing me fighting Throne Watcher and Throne Defender and scoring 2 easy Sunlight medals. Sorry I forgot to summon you, Bernhard. I guess I won't be doing your quest. Whoops. That means I'll just have to brutally kill him so I can buy his gear. I'm slowly turning my head to the left, and I would be looking menacingly and psychotically at a webcam if I had one at this point. You'll just have to imagine it, what it would look like. Anyway, see you guys in the next video, where we'll be going to continue the game in Aldea's Keep. Oh. You know, there's one thing I forgot too. Before we move on to Aldea's Keep, I'll throw this in there with the Throne Watcher and Throne Defender video. In fact, there's a little situation here. There's a little unresolved situation from the past few levels. You remember there was I've been having some run-ins with a person called the Crushed Eye Stirs, called the Unknown Usurper. You know, I mentioned they looked a lot like somebody maybe I've met before. Somebody a lot like Lucia of Lindelt, who apparently has a strange reaction to this crushed eye orb I picked up in the Undead Crypt. I wonder what happens if I use the crushed eye orb in the same place where she is. You invade the world of a traitor, huh? Oh, I'm a red phantom.
Curses puzzled me out. At least now I can finish you off.
Ouch. That was mean. Oh shit, she just hit me with a mid-force and stunned me. See you, Lucia. That should be it. Nope, she's still alive. This'll be it, though. Gotcha. Hey, look, I got a Rotunda Lockstone. Soothing Sunlight, all sorts of cool stuff. So much for Lucia of Lindelt, aka the Unknown Usurper. That's right, I never liked her to begin with, and you shouldn't have either. And what's funny is that now you can use the Rotunda Lockstone yourself, and you can turn this thing on your own without having to pay her, if you so choose. I don't see any reason to do it anymore, because now that I've unlocked the various bonfires, there's no real reason to ever use this thing again. But yeah, I mean, look at that. You don't need souls to use it. It doesn't require great faith. It just needs a Rotunda Lockstone, which she happened to have. And you got her set, her armor set. Plus a really nice caster chime. And a spell. I think that's the only way you can actually get that spell. What is it, real quick? The Soothing Sunlight. Special miracle passed down through the ages greatly heals HP of self and nearby allies. This miracle was stolen from the Lindelt Monastery and never recovered. Well, now we know who stole it, don't we? Lucia of Lindelt's not a very nice person. She's basically an evil, thieving scumbag. Her armor does look kind of cool, though. Might want to actually... Whoops. By the way, yes, I'm now soul level 160. There you go. Those are my stats. Congratulations. What's my soul memory at? 2.5 million. But her armor set actually looks pretty cool, even on a dude, I think. I don't dislike it at all. I'm unable to use it effectively, though, because it requires faith or something weird. Yeah, you gotta have 16 faith, which is just weird. If it weren't for that, I might actually use this armor set. I actually think it looks kind of cool on a guy. But I've also got my Wanderer's Coat plus 10. Just taking a quick look at that chime, Idol's Chime, Sacred Chime of Lucia of Lindelt, Catalyst for Miracle and Hexes. Any town with a few folk with the unusual urges, they either endeavor to resist these urges or act upon them out of the view of others. World is not so welcoming, they may bear their souls true. Yep, because Lucia is basically an evil scumbag. You'll notice it's actually really crappy at casting miracles. It's actually good for beating people over the head with, because it does a lot of dark and lightning damage. I just find that kind of funny. The Protective Chime is probably the best one. But anyway, that's going to go in with the Throne Watcher or Throne Defender video. That's the end of the Unknown Usurper. And I figured I'd just show that off since it's a nice little event. I made pretty quick work of her there. So, little bow. I will, this time really will, see you guys in the next video at Aldia's Keep.